EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. The opening tip won by the Celtics, and we're underway in the Garden. Thought it took a little longer than Celtics fans would have liked, but Jay, they re-signed Marcus Smart. You look at what he brings. He's a modern-day defender with some throwback qualities as well.
He reminds me a lot of Dennis Johnson that used to play for those late Celtic teams. He's the guy that will get in your face, will pick you up full court. Even if you switch off and he's guarding the four, he'll battle behind the four, push him off the block. There's no doubt about it. The DNA of this team starts with Marcus Smart and also Marcus Morris. These are the two toughest players on the Celtics organization.
Chris Middleton trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw up and good. A three-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. Boston with the basketball. To Irving. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. Another follow, stays out. Brogdon to Bledsoe. Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. They lose a Game 7 at Boston. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but last year was a disappointment for the Milwaukee Bucks. 2 years ago, they finished 6th in the Eastern Conference. And last year, when you play against the Celtics, a team that does not have two of its star players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, the Bucks should have won that. But it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by Boston. Here comes the screen. Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 1. To Middleton. Shot from the lane won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
To Horford. Hayward. To Rozier. Has a chance. Rozier, shot no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Inside, he scores.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Celtics have it. Hayward.
Screen, I got your help.
To Horford. Deep right corner. Horford to Rozier. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Middleton. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
It's early, Get a good quality shot here.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
To Rozier. He lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Brook Lopez. Good start. He's made his first shot.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Today's game, and you will receive an exclusive discount.
Okay, it's amazing what can happen season to season. Celtics last year, no Gordon Hayward, no Kyrie Irving. They go to the 7th game in the East Finals. Now, they have a load of expectations entering this year.
Don't forget, Marcus Smart was in and out last year. This team won 55 games after losing one of their star players in the opening game of the season. Now you think about when you have Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, who really came into his own in the playoffs, Terry Rozier, who became Scary Terry, probably a guy that can start in the league but now has to play a backup role behind Kyrie. This team is locked and loaded, and they're the favorite to win the East.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Boston.
Hayward to Rozier. It's Henson with the rebound. Bledsoe with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Rozier into the front court. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. To Marcus Smart. John Henson with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe. Not that time. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Deep 3 at the buzzer. And a 3-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yes, I do, but the first thing you have to expect is that this game is very similar to a relationship. There are a lot of ups and downs, but you have to be committed to the process. Both teams are committed, they'll find their flow.
Antetokounmpo. Wide open look, won't go. Rozier with it. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. To Rozier. He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Celtics have it. Trying to cash in. Tatum's shot misses.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Rozier into the front court. They trail by 7. To Marcus Morris. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Morris. It's Henson with the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 7. Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Aaron Baines powers it through.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Now a whistle. Now we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Jay, it seems every year Giannis Antetokounmpo makes a mega leap. Now he's entering his 6th NBA season.
And Brook Lopez is on the record, the new acquisition for the Bucks, saying that Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference. That is saying something when you have Kyrie Irving and Kawhi Leonard. Let's not forget that a couple years ago, we were talking about Kawhi Leonard being the 2nd best player in the game, yet alone in the Eastern Conference.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Boston.
To Middleton. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Hayward. Irving to Horford. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
Screen coming. Hayward to Horford. And a throwdown. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Giannis with it up top. Up 6. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Irving brings the ball up court. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyrie Irving. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Bucks in front.
For the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Bucks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
The Milwaukee Bucks are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Ed, the reason why this could be the year of the fear of the deer, last season they only had 2 players that shot over 33% from the three-point line. Now you add the Michael Jordan of Delaware and Dante DiVincenzo and also Pat Connaughton. Those are the floor spacers you need.
And Jay, don't forget Ersan Ilyasova. Talk to the people in San Antonio. Talk to Brett Brown and the Sixers at the end of last year. With his length and his ability to space the floor, that's a great addition for the Bucks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you mentioned him. Well, at some point, he's going to be a consistently great three-point shooter. When that time comes, look out. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Lopez. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Brook Lopez at the line. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kyrie with the rock. To Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. Hayward. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Bledsoe. To Antetokounmpo. Hayward to Irving. Curling inside. Kyrie Irving. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Boston with the basketball to Marcus Smart. Has a chance. Shot misses there by Smart. To Adetokunbo. Over to the right side. Lopez. Hayward to Horford. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Lopez. Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. They need something to go down. It's no good. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys trail by 10. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
May 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer, roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis and the team. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. The team ultimately loses in the first round of the Eastern Conference. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Brogdon. 4-3. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Kyrie lets it go. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Brook Lopez rejects it. Hayward
sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Jay, would you classify him among the elites in the game, especially among wings?
It depends on what category of elite you put him in. As of right now, he would be my second-tier elite. Because when I think first-tier elite, I think Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, James Harden. I think Gordon Hayward has a chance to be there. He was on his way there before he got hurt, but time will tell.
Short jumper off the mark. Jason Tatum.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lopez. Middleton. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. This quarter's in the books. The Bucks in control so far. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Irving with the basketball, trailing by 10. Brogdon. Short jumper won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Irving.
Hey, number 3.
From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Lopez. Gets a shot up, off the mark. Hayward. Deep left corner. Irving. Cleared by Middleton. Gets it in the right corner. Brogdon. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
I got to give a lot of respect to Malcolm Brogdon. He got Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago, but I think he flew under the radar. It's a lot more difficult in that second year when scouting report gets very enhanced. Let's see how year 3 works out.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Irving to Marcus Smart. Nice pass to get things going.
And ball movement is one of those great things. One of the things you learn early in this game is that if everybody gets involved, then everyone has a chance to win.
Bledsoe. Beyond the arc for three. That no good, off the mark. The follow won't go either. Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo and finishes strong.
This offseason was the summer of Giannis. He discovered so much about the American culture, even some of the sweets. And I see his game has gotten even sweeter.
Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Adetokunbo to Lopez. From the painted area, won't go down. To Irving. Trying to cash in. Shot by Kyrie, no good.
You know, as a shooter, you recognize that was good defense, but that's more on you than it is the defense. Challenge yourself to get the ball back and continue to be aggressive.
Adetokunbo to Lopez.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Irving into the front court. His guy's down 11. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Adetokunbo. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, the Bucks claim victory. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks put one in the win column with a solid performance. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. The Celtics put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
The Milwaukee Bucks played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Brook Lopez gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
cold.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.